Hi my loves, welcome to a new reading vlog. So today's vlog is going to be a day in my life. I love these types of videos. I'm a very nosy person, so when I see people do these type of vlogs, I'm like, I'm going to watch them just to be nosy to see what these people's lives are. But I've always wanted to do one myself. But here's the thing, I'm the most boring person in the world probably. I also don't work, so I don't really have that kind of aspect to show. I'm a stay-at-home mum. I pretty much take my daughter to school, do like the school run and everything, and pretty much while she's at school I'm filming for my channel, I'm taking pictures and editing pictures sort of thing. I'm reading, I'm journaling if I've got any journaling to catch up on, I'm watching telly. I'm not really got much to show you that's anything different to what I show you on my channel. So I've always like, well, I can't really do them, I haven't got anything to show for it really. But today I actually do. I have plans and I want to take you with me. So it's Friday, it's the 28th of January. It's payday for me. It's actually double payday. I was expecting to get money on a 29th, which is a Saturday, so it either come, so I was expecting it to come on a Monday, but it actually come today, so I've got double amount of money. Even though, don't be excited that I got double amount of money because I got lots of bills coming out. I've also put money in my savings for my pre-orders and also other things that I'm wanting to get. So pretty much haven't got much money left for me, but I need to run some errands. I need to go to the post office to finally post Hannah's Christmas parcel. It's a bit embarrassing that we're in the end of January and I'm posting it now, but she's getting it, so at least she's getting it. I need to also pop to the library to drop off books and pick up books. I currently got one book on hold to pick up, but I have got another one in transit and I'm really hoping it will actually come today because I don't want to have to pick one book up and then a couple of days later have to pick the other book up, but we'll see. It is in transit from either two different libraries and both libraries are not like in like a local distance to my old, like my actual library, so if it's there, brilliant. If not, I'm gonna obviously have to wait until it's actually at my library. So I've got those to do. I also need to pop into town because I've got some things I need to buy. I need a new battery for my little timer thing for my camera. My battery's gone and I thought I had some batteries here, but they're the wrong type of battery, so I need to get that. I need to see if I can get a new tripod because my tripod stand and my ring light in particular is broken. My tripod stands fine, but the ring light that was attached to it completely split and fell off. Don't know how that happened. I think I may have moved it by accident. I don't know what happened, but it broke, and unfortunately I can't use it how I had used it. At the moment when I've been filming, it's sort of been balanced on my camera, but I can't have that forever. It's not going to work. My mum did pop into town yesterday and she said there was lots of different options. She couldn't remember whether my actual tripod that I've got, well, it was gifted to me by my parents actually, she didn't actually notice whether that was there. So I'm going to see if I can get the same one. If not, I'll just have a look at the next best thing. But I definitely need one because I can't keep up with this setup. You know, it's alright just as a temporary thing, but not completely. So I need to do that. I need batteries. I need to get other bits and bobs. I also need to pop to the little jewellers that we have here because I got given a smartwatch on my birthday, which was in December. But because of December, like Christmas period and obviously New Year, the jewellers wasn't open. It's only open like at certain days, at certain times as well. So when I was going to go and sort it out, COVID hit, so couldn't go and do that. So finally I can hopefully get them to sort it out because it's one of those ones where it's links, a bit like these, but not. It's like the big chunky ones. So you can take the links off and there's like a video to show you how to do it, but it's quite hard. And my mum's tried, my dad's tried, my dad nearly broke my watch before I even got to wear it. So we're like, yeah, we're going to go and get a professional to do it so we don't wreck the watch. So hopefully he can take a couple of links out for me so then I can actually finally use it and wear it. So that's like my main sort of thing I definitely need to do, as well as getting my new tripod. So once I've done those bits and bobs, I'd like to pop into the coffee shop since I'm there and the weather's absolutely horrendous, so the coffee shop's definitely needed. And while I'm there, I'm going to take my book in with me because I'd like to do some reading for a little bit while I'm enjoying my coffee, and hopefully I might see if I can grab a cinnamon bun because I'm really in the mood for one. But this is what I'm currently reading, which is Anastasia by Claire Legrand. This is out on the 21st of February. I kindly got given an ARC from Harper 360, so thank you to Lem. So basically I'm on chapter 9, page 59. I'm not going to go into what this book is about. When I've read a little bit more, I will do like a proper update of what's going on. But basically we follow Amity, who joins this sort of, I'm going to say it's a cult, like a religious cult. She sort of joins this cult and becomes a saint, and it's basically they're there to fight off evil and stuff like that. But it does say here girl with a cross, saint with a cross, and then witch. So I'm assuming that possibly maybe she's a witch or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. It's very religious. It definitely has given me cult vibes, and I love reading books about cults. I did have a little look on Goodreads when I put on to say that I was currently reading this. I thought I'd have a little nosy, see if anyone had already reviewed and rated it. And the reviews and rates are very hit and miss. Some people have given it 5 stars, absolutely love this book. Some have given 3 stars. Some have even given 1 star, but they've only given 1 star, but they've actually DNF'd. So it's a very hit and miss book. A lot of people have said it's too religious. It's more focusing very much on religion and all of that than actually anything else. Some have said it's not overly horror-y, since it's classed as a YA horror. Myself, I'm not bothered by what I've read so far. I'm not a religious person, and I don't like people forcing religion on me, but this is very much a religious cult, and you can tell by that it's not, in my opinion, like a Church of England kind of religion, Christianity, that kind of thing. To me, this is like a religious cult. They believe all of this stuff, they're doing all of this stuff, but actually it's not an actual church sort of thing. That's the vibe I'm getting, but I'm so far really enjoying it. My chapter ended with this I cannot look at so-and-so's face, for all of it has been torn away from his skull. That was literally the end of my chapter that I read, and I was just like, yep, I'm gonna pause this book and read it tomorrow, because it is really, really good. I'm very interested. I know there's LGBTQI plus rep in here. I'm not sure whether there's going to be like a sapphic romance with the main character or not. I'm not sure, but I'm really enjoying it. So that's what we're reading in this vlog. So I've done a school run. I literally came home because I was running late, so I needed to finish off getting ready and sorting out my room and packing everything I needed to pack. So I'm all set. So I am going to go and head out and do all my errands and do my shopping. I'm going to take you with me. Is it still like it? Yeah. It's extremely foggy / misty. It looks like we're on set of a horror movie where it's based in a really haunted mansion, where you've got the eerie mist coming down. That's what it looks like. So I'll do a little videos to show you what it looks like on the field, because you can see it more. Literally, you cannot see anything. The minute you walk into it, you can't see a damn thing. So it's very cold outside as well. But yeah, so that's the plan. That's what we're going to get up to. So you're going to come with me. And I hope you enjoyed this little day in my life vlog. Hopefully I can put as much content in, but still make it quite fun and not too long. So yeah, let's get shopping and get to the coffee shop and get warm, because it's going to be freezing outside too. we're back from the shops. I have 40 minutes before I need to do my volunteer role. Basically, I work alongside North Somerset Library as well as Readers Agency. There is like a volunteer role called Readers Friends. So usually it's in libraries. You can do like single things, group things, things like that. But because of the pandemic and everything, it became like a digital sort of thing. So at the moment, it's you have all your person's details and everything, and you set times, and basically you ring them and you talk about stuff, you talk about books, and it's just basically to combat loneliness through reading. So I only have one person. We do it once every week. I could do more, but I actually don't have any people who are similar interests with me to do more than one, because you do it locally, so it's as locally as you can. So obviously it depends how many people sign up to join this little Readers Friends thing, to how many volunteers there are and all that. Like, I think it was more volunteers than people signing up because not many people know about it. But basically, I have one person, lovely Morag. I speak to her every week, or if we can't, like, it's, you know, we always depend on thing like when like I didn't speak to her. I haven't spoken to her for 2 weeks because last week we arranged to talk, but she couldn't because she had an appointment, and then a week before she was actually going away that week to see some friends. So it's been 2 weeks, but it actually worked well when I couldn't speak to her because I had COVID, so I wouldn't have been able to speak to her anyway. So it actually worked well when she cancelled, that I didn't have to cancel on her. Anyway, long story cut short, that's what I got to do at 1:30. So we speak about an hour and 15, depends on how much we have to say. To be honest, it's meant to be combating loneliness through reading. We tend to not do that. We tend to just have a good old chinwag about everything, like what we've been up to, how we feel. We talk a lot about COVID because she's quite an anxious person in regards to the pandemic, so we do discuss that and just, you know, reassurance for her. We did, in November, we set a book to buddy read together. However, she read it and then she had to reread it because there was moments where she was completely lost, and she thought she maybe didn't click on stuff, but when she reread the book again, it actually was clear that no, this just all of a sudden happened and appeared, and there was no explanation around it. I tried reading it twice, but it was a complete flop for me. It was just too descriptive and just, you know, not enough crime thriller for me. So I ended up saying I couldn't read it, but she said that she didn't enjoy the book herself, so if she didn't, she was going to expect me to not enjoy it at all. So I think today I'm going to see if we can have a little talk about which books to read, because obviously we do need to do stuff in regards to reading. That's what the volunteer role is for. So I'm going to go through my crime thrillers and pick some books out and see whether they are her jam. So that's at 1:30. So I've got half an hour to just chill. So I thought I'd update you all. So I had a very successful trip. I got everything I needed shopping wise, bar 2 things. But that's fine because they weren't overly important. But everything that I did need, I got. I did go to the coffee shop, but I actually ended up meeting my mum. So I went out into town to do my things, and my mum said she might come into town. So I said if she went into town and I was still out, I would meet her. So she came in, and I was literally just doing my last little bits in B&M's, and then I was going to pop to the coffee shop. Because when I went to go and do it first thing, that's the thing, coffee makes me pee loads. So I tend to not drink a lot of coffee. I tend to drink 2 at push 3, but I do pee a lot when I drink coffee. I don't know why, I just do. So I tend to, if I'm going to drink coffee, especially out, I'll do it after I've done all of my errands, so then I can have my drink and then go home and not have to like stop and go to the toilet, especially because we're in my town. There are toilets in little cafes, but a couple of times I've gone in and I've been shouted at because I haven't ordered anything there. But there are public toilets, but they're outside, they're manky as anything, and I only use them when I really desperately need to use them. So my plan was to go to the coffee shop after and blah blah blah. But anyway, I went to go and have a look because I thought at the coffee shop, because I thought if it's really dead and quiet and the seat that I was aiming to get's free, I would risk it and go there and do everything, like my reading and bit there. However, it was packed. It was absolutely jam-packed, and I thought, okay, maybe not. We'll go how I was going to go originally. So lucky enough, when I did eventually go there, it was really quiet. I didn't get my actual spot I wanted because someone was in there, but there was, near the window, there were the comfy seats there too, so I ended up going there. But because I met my mum came with me, so I met her there. So I bought the coffee she wanted and I had what I wanted, and she was meeting me there. So I managed to read a chapter of my book, and that was it. But unfortunately, I didn't film much of it because where I was sat, there were people near me, so I didn't really want to get them in shot. And also, I was reading and my mum came in, so I didn't get much. Like, what I had planned was to do like a little reading moment. You could see that didn't happen purely because my mum came in and obviously we ended up talking, but I did get a few clips. Not much, but I did get a few. But I did read a chapter, and I will... Oh, the sun's just like... Ow. Are you going to go? Or am I going to... Hold on, let me just close my blind. That's better. The sun's not blinding me in my eyes. Yeah, so I read a chapter. I will talk about ecstasia after I've spoken to Morag, because I should have time to give you a reading update and tell you what is going on. But yeah, on regards to things I needed to get, I only had one book to pick up at the library, which is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse by Charlie... Is it Mackenzie or McKay? Can't really tell. But yeah, basically I've been wanting to read this book anyway, but I got this book purely because it fits a prompt for a readathon I'm doing, which you'll see this in that video when I do it. But it looks like a really cute book, but I'm not gonna lie, it's this like cursive writing, which is cute, but I can't lie, it's a bit of a struggle to work out whether like what like letter it is, so it might be a bit of a trying to work out whether that's like an S or what. So I picked up that from the library. My other book's not there, it's still in transit, so hopefully it's not too long because it's also for a readathon. So one of the things I wanted to get was, here's the thing, I don't do real plants. It's a no-no, they die, it's pointless. Even cactus or cacti, I can somehow kill it off. So I wanted to get a fake plant because basically I have a corner up here which you can't see, but my top corner I have a gap. Currently I've got like fake candles, like the LED candle battery ones up there just to do it, but I wanted to get like a fake hanging plant just to sit there, and it can just float down there, but I didn't want to get like a real one because, you know, I'd kill it. And I wanted to get ones like this. Now I did find one, but it wasn't so floaty down, but I liked the pot it was in. So I originally was going to get that, but it was £5, but then I saw this and it was £3, it was in sale, and I actually quite like it because it's the dangly bit I wanted. Now it does come with this, but it's just done up like that, so I'm actually going to take those hanging bits off because I don't want it going up on hanging on my shelf. But I can take them off and it's fine just having the holes, just looks a bit decorative. So I got that, and it was a bargain at £3 rather than the £5 but plant I got. I also got, I needed to get some more glue sticks because my glue stick I've got is nearly run out. It's also a really big, like chunky glue stick like that, which is fine, but when I'm sticking small things, it's a bugger to do because I have to put it on another piece of paper. Sometimes it gets onto the actual copy, like the bit of paper I want to show. It gets a bit annoying. So I bought these for my daughter in a stocking, and they're really good. They're better than the normal like popular glues you get, in my opinion, as well. Like when she's done her gluing and sticking, they stuck really well. And you get a pack of 4 and it's only £1. So I got them, and they're also small ones, so they're going to work really good with my tiny, like my book covers when I need to stick them. Now, I did originally, especially for last year when I started doing my reading journal, I did have the little glue tape things, but every single glue tape I bought and used, I managed to get about 4 or 5 uses at a push, and then it would get all stuck and all raveled up and all messed up, and it wouldn't work properly. I've done like cheap ones thinking, you know, it will work. I've even done the most expensive ones I found, and they're doing the same thing. Now, I don't know whether it's me being heavy-handed or I'm doing something wrong, but it wasn't working for me, and I was getting so peeved off with it, and I was like, do you know what, I'm just going to stick with normal glue. So I did that. I've been using normal glue, and so I've got them because they're smaller. I was going to get, you can get glue dots. I was originally going to do that, but they're actually a lot of money, and you don't get that many in, and for how much sticking I would need, it just wouldn't work. So I decided to sod it, I'd do glue sticks. Also, it wasn't on my list, but I bought some correction rollers, like basically, I don't know what the other words is. So when I make mistakes, which I do, if they're like writing mistakes or something like that, not the like actual like drawing, because that's, I do it pencil outline before pen and everything, but when I do writing mistakes, I tend to use one of my big white marker pens to go over it, which is fine on like light colour pens, like if I've got blue pen or red or any of my like different colour pens that I use. But when it's my black pens, whether it's the felt tips or the fine liner pens that I use, it doesn't work. It makes it turn into grey and it looks horrendous. So I've had to actually a couple of times cut out a piece of plain white paper to go over it, because I've made a complete boo-boo over it trying to correct it. So I was looking when I was getting the glue, I was like, oh, what can I use? And then I thought, oh my god, these. I can put it over, they work wonders, instead of getting like a white piece of paper and going over, because you can see it. This you probably will see, but it's a bit more subtle. So I got them, and they're a pack of 4, and I decided to go to the little multicoloured ones rather than just the plain white ones, so got them. And then I got a tripod and a ring light. Now, this isn't actually what I was currently using. So they had my tripod and ring light, like proper tripod and ring light that I wanted. So I got this from B&M's, and the tripod and ring light I got was gifted to me, but my mum told me it was from B&M's anyway. So the one that I'm currently using that's broken, it was there, but it was 20 quid, and I must admit, as lovely as it is, I like the ring light, but the actual bit to hold your camera is really naff. It's just, you stick it on, it's like just got a little circular clippy bit, and you stick it onto like the round rod that there is, and it's alright, but because my camera's heavy, it doesn't stay on. So I had to end up using my normal old tripod, my little small one, and put it over the top of my ring light, which I think is the reason why I broke my ring light. I think because it kept sort of moving, and it's not meant to move. That's why it split, and then eventually it split so much that it wouldn't stay on the screw. I think that's the reason why it broke. Like, I'm not for definite, but that's what I'm wondering. So I was originally going to get that because I like the stand, I like the ring light. However, the actual thing to hold my camera, which is quite important, is really pants. So I've decided to go for this. So it's 25 quid, actually was reduced down to £10, so I saved 15 quid. The one that I've got was actually £20. So this was a bargain, but it's actually the same thing. You can have it small like that or tall. It goes up to 1.8 meters, which is taller than my actual tripod that I've got. And the actual camera holder looks like it's similar to my old tripod, my like handheld tripod. It looks like that, so I think it'll be better. It's got obviously a different ring light. It's not a circle, it's more of like a square, but it's got 3 light modes, 10 brightness levels, 360 rotation, which I want, folds down easy for easy storage, and it's actually that kind of base, which I think will work better because my floor, the whole of the house actually, it's lopsided, it's not straight. So my tripod, because it's on like a little rod stand free triangle bit, it doesn't stay, so sometimes it like sort of topples like that. So I think this will actually work better because it won't wobble. But the reason why I got this, because it was in a sale, but it's also got 3 different light modes, which is different to my actual ring light. That there's lots of different light modes, so I'm going to try it. Worst comes to worst, yeah, but I think this will go good. It was 10 quid and I was just like, why not? It's cheaper and it looks like it's going to be a lot better in a way of standing and holding my camera. And this wasn't on my list, but I saw it and I was like, ooh. So this is a portable vlogging kit, which is the tripod. Now I do have one, but it's a bit taller, which is what I originally used when I had my old bookshelves and it was on my table sort of thing. That's how I was doing it. But because obviously I got taller bookshelves and my chair's taller, I needed something taller and I wanted a proper ring light. But this is a portable vlogging kit. It was £12, it went down to £8. So it comes with a ring light, but it also comes, which is the reason why I got it, a clip-on lenses. And it's 3 different lenses. So there's a macro lens, a fisheye lens, and a wide angle lens, which gives like these different sort of things. And I thought, oh my god, that will just be brilliant, because I wanted a proper like portable vlogging, like a proper smaller one, because I am trying to vlog better outdoors, like talking vlogs as well as like B-rolls and stuff like that. And it's again very similar to my old one I got, so it was on a sale, so I treated myself to that. And then I managed to sort of get my watch sorted. So obviously my aim was to get the links, like I just needed one more link taken out and then the actual clasp link put back on. But the bloke couldn't do it. I don't know whether he just doesn't do taking links off watches, he doesn't have the tools, or whether he physically couldn't do it. I don't know. He said he couldn't. And I was like, oh, you know, my grandparents have spent quite a bit of money on this watch to the point where I'm now not going to be able to use it, which means I also don't have a watch, and I do like having a watch. So I went to him and said, is there any chance that the whole of the links can come off and I can have a leather watch put on, like a leather strap, sorry, put on? And he was like, possibly, let me have a look. So he was like, yes, I can take the links off, he said, but I'm not sure whether I actually have a small enough, like width-wise, in the watch. So he had a look, and lucky enough he did. And then he gave me options of what colour I wanted. So originally my watch had these links, which I don't usually like watch with links. I like watches that are big, but they have the leather straps, but I quite like the thick leather straps. But I knew I was going to get a watch for my birthday, and basically we were looking everywhere. My mum was like, I would benefit more with a smartwatch. Anyway, we went through a few smartwatches, and this was the one that wasn't overly really expensive, but it looked really cute and my kind of jam. So we showed it to my grandparents, and he did buy it for me. And I completely forgot, when it came to my birthday, I completely forgot I actually got given a watch. But when I actually got the watch, and even though I knew it was links, it's not my usual thing, I actually really liked it. It looked really pretty. It's gone really sunny again. Hold on. It's better. It's not in my eye. But yeah, when I actually opened it and saw it, I really liked it. It was big, but we thought we would be able to take the links off, but the links are really hard to take off. Anyway, obviously couldn't keep the thing, but he did say he could put a strap on. He found a strap that fit, and then he was like, what colour do you want? So there were black and brown were the cheap leather ones, or you could get the colour ones, which were a little bit more expensive. I went for black. Black's my colour. I love black. Everything goes with black. But also, my actual watch has this like a black face with flowers on. So I went for a black watch. So it is a thin strap. I actually thought the diameter, like the width for it, was bigger. So I was expecting to have a chunkier strap. It isn't actually like that, but it works. It actually looks really good. So luckily I don't need to add a hole, because this actually, the last hole actually fits on my wrist fine. So I now need to basically charge it, and once it's charged and everything, I can use it. So that's my plan. Once Alice has gone to her dad's, I'm going to charge it, and then once it's charged I will then sort it out. But yeah, so fine, it didn't do what I wanted it to do, but I did it but it, you know, I at least got a strap for it. So it's a successful trip. I've got all the other bits and bobs I wanted, but you don't want to see that. So I'm now going to grab a drink. I need some squash because all I can taste is coffee and I need some squash. And I'm going to now go and ring my person because it's 20 past. So yes, I will probably update you either after I spoke to talk about the book or later on when I've done more reading. We'll see, but I will update you reading wise at some point. But yeah, there it is. I forgot to show you something that I bought for Alice. So I always get her something for Valentine's Day. So I went into the card shops and needed to get a few cards because I got people's birthdays happening at the beginning of February, and I thought, while I'm there, I might as well. Saw a really cute sloth Valentine's Day card for Alice. I got her that, and then he is a massive. There's a sloth cuddly toy with a heart. Oh, he's not staying still, and this is velcroed, so you can actually put it around and give her a hug. So I got it. It was 10 quid. But it was worth it. There was like a little small sloth that said let's hang out, but I was just like, no, that's not appropriate for my daughter. But this is, he's huge. She's gonna love it, so I'm gonna put it away and she can have it for Valentine's Day. But yeah, I forgot to show you. He's just adorable. I want one for myself, and I'm gonna call him Snuggles the Sloth because it says on the with Snuggles. So I thought we're gonna call it Snuggles the Sloth because it goes. But yeah, he's really cute and she's gonna love it.
Did you have a good day at school?
Yeah. I sat next to Ezra for lunch.
Are you tired?
A bit.
Are you going to nap in Daddy's car?
Probably, because it's always a long drive. We usually do after the first service.
After food?
No. Daddy's probably going to get me a cheeseburger.
Oh, not again.
I am officially trying out my vlogging tripod. Now I've got it all sorted and it's not wobbling and being a pain in my bum. I'm liking it. It's quite nice just to hold. It's not annoying. So this is a very good camera for when I'm vlogging and when I'm going out and about. But basically, I haven't updated you because I picked up Alice. Well, I went to the post office quickly and did that, and I was talking to a lady. It's like a older lady who works in a post office, and I tend to have her a lot when I do stuff to post. So she was there, and I haven't seen her for a while. So we just had a quickly catch up for 5 minutes, which then when I got out to go back into the car because it was raining to go and get Alice, it was already 1:15. I was like, okay, but lucky enough the gates had just opened. But yeah, so I picked Alice up from school, and then we just got her ready to go to her dad's. Then we had lots of snuggles. She did not want to go to her dad's, and then when he picked her up, which was about 25 past 4, she really did not want to. She just wanted more hugs, even though we literally had hugs in a minute we came home. But yeah, she just wanted cuddles, and so we did, and then she got a bit upset. Considering she's not seen her dad for, well, we've had her back to back 3 weeks, but she only missed one weekend at his. But yeah, she didn't want to go. She clung on to me. I had to literally take her into the car. I had to get him to do the car seat because it's not like ours. Like his is still like a little brace thing, as in ours is a seatbelt one. But yeah, she didn't want to go. She got quite upset, but I'm hoping she will settle once she gets a Burger King in her. And literally when she went, I just put away all my shopping. As you saw, I put away some laundry. I also made up my vlogging tripod. I also made up all of the boxes and put all of my, basically my underwear and my like pajamas. Oh yeah, my underwear, pajamas and socks in boxes, and then as you saw there were some gaps which have got like my joggers and my leggings because they're things that I do wear quite a lot. So done that, I need to make up my other tripod with the ring light, which I'm going to do in a second, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of a reading update because I haven't really told you anything about the book itself. So I am currently on page 68, chapter 10, so I only read one chapter, but basically what the story's about. At the moment it's very vague, there's not much going on, but we follow our main protagonist who does not like to be called by her birth name. She doesn't like it, and the reason behind it is because it's what her mother gave her, and basically her mum is pretty much like an enemy. So I'm not 100% sure what happened to her mum. I know she's dead. All I know was that she was evil and doing the work of the devil, and all of the religious people pretty much hunted her, and I'm not 100% sure whether they killed her or not. We haven't got that full story yet, whether we will get it or not. But basically, the mother was evil, she was working for the devil, and so she got hunted, and I'm presuming they killed her. I do know she's dead. But Amity, which is our main protagonist, she cannot stand her mother. She feels like a whole family, so her dad and her little sister, she feels like everyone's judged them and assumed that they're evil, specifically the girls, not her father, because her father is one of the elders, which is... So these elders, I would say, are working with God and the church. This is a very religious book, like I said, but I will say this, I can tell already that this isn't actually like a work of God and a work of church sort of religion. It's more of a religious cult. That's how I'm seeing it as. It feels very cultish to me. And from some of the little reviews I've seen on Goodreads, I think people who really enjoyed this book could tell it was a cult. I think some who didn't really pick up on that just assume like it's a very religious church-goer kind of book. But basically there are these elders, and these elders choose a group of young women to become saints to help defeat this unspeakable evil. So they already had 3 saints. I can't remember what the last saint is called. Let me see if I can... Yeah, so we have Mercy, Temperance, Silence, and our main protagonist, who's Amity. And so they're the four saints, and they're working alongside with the elders to try and defeat this evil. Now, we don't know what this evil is particularly. They're pretty much assuming it's the work of the devil or the devil himself, whichever you'd like to say. But basically, there are 9 men that have been killed or slaughtered, and some have been drained of blood, but there's nothing to no wound to show they've been drained of blood. Some have been drowned. Some have been there's all different kind of killings, but they cannot find a killer, so they're not sure. They're kind of assuming it is maybe the devil or stuff like that, because they cannot find proof that it's a person and all that. But basically, Amity has just gone through her ritual to become a saint. So she now is part of the saints. But before she went and did that, it's been told that she's had to go through some sort of torture, I would say. She's had thorns wrapped around her ankles. She's sort of been hung on a stake kind of thing. I feel like they've thrown stones at her, so I think they've made her go through tests to show that she's not got her mother's evilness in her before she can be a saint kind of thing. So obviously it's been shown as some torture, some type of cruelty gone on. She was quite good friends with this girl who we now know as Temperance, and basically she and her used to be friends. They were constantly wanting to become saints, and then basically they decided to read and write words, which is completely forbidden. They're not allowed to do. It's apparently the work of devil or something. I can't particularly remember now. And her Amity's mother found out and said, and this was before Amity's mother became corrupted, and she forbid them to do it. So Amity stopped being friends with Temperance. And anyway, she got a message before she went to go and have a ritual to become a saint, and it said run, but she knew it was Temperance writing because they spent months back to back doing this writing. So as curiosity, she went and met her where it said to meet her, and she saw Temperance and Mercy together, and she eavesdropped, and they were talking about Amity becoming part of their crew and to meet some woman in the woods, and apparently these people will protect her and help her because being a saint isn't as nice as it is presumed. And then while she was eavesdropping, Mercy and Temperance sort of had an argument, and then all of a sudden some shadows came between their fingers. Mercy all of a sudden just stopped and froze, and she couldn't move, and then as quickly as that happened, it went, and then Amity caught them kissing, which is obviously a big no-no. And then she basically came out of her hiding place, spoke to them. They were like, oh, you need to come meet this person, blah blah blah. So I'm presuming, just because I know it says on here witch, I'm presuming that they're witches. I'm presuming Amity is one, and that maybe there's this person who can help them or something. I'm not sure. We're not anywhere there. But basically she ran away, thinking it was a test of God to show that she's not going to let any evil in her or anything move her away from what her task is. And then obviously she got her red hood to make pretty much the ceremony to say that she is now a saint. And just as all that happened, some boy called Jeremiah pretty much got found with his face slaughtered. So even though now there's 4 saints, which apparently 4 saints together will stop this unspeakable evil that's going on, it's kind of showing that no, it hasn't, because someone's just got their face slaughtered. And so yeah, so at the moment that's what's been going on. I do assume there's going to be something about a witch. Maybe she's a witch. So I know I'm getting cult vibes, so I'm not sure whether the religious, the elders, are the cult. That's how I'm sort of seeing them as, or whether the cult is this witch lot. I'm not completely sure. I think as I get further into the book it will explain more, but I kind of feel like the elders are the cult, they're the ones who are possibly dodgy. But in regards to enjoyment, I am really enjoying it. I love the writing, and it's written in a way that I want to continue reading, because they're like breadcrumbs being dropped, but you're sort of grabbing them thinking, I don't know what's going on. So I'm not fully at this point extremely knowledgeable of what's going on in the story. I'm aware there's this unspeakable evil. I'm aware that Amity can see things, she can see this particular it's like a raven, but it's called something different. But she keeps seeing this raven, although other people can't. So she's a bit like, so she's wondering whether it's the devil trying to tempt her and stuff like that. So there are certain things of Amity that's a bit peculiar, and you're like, okay, like, what's going on? So there's that going on. But yeah, it's very clear that Amity's very much been brainwashed into certain things, and that's what she thinks right. And I think soon she'll find out like the truth of things, and possibly, I'm not sure, but I'm very intrigued. The writing is brilliant. It's done really well. And what I love about this book is at the start of each part, there's like a little like title of it. It's like part 1 is wherever you are, and as you get into the story, each part is a part of a sentence. So once you finish the book, there'll be a whole sentence. So I actually am going to write each part with the sentence down, and then once I finished it all, we'll see what the whole sentence is. So I really like that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this book. I'm going to grab tea, which is a curry. Yum. I'm going to have my curry when it comes. I think it's coming at about 6:30. I'm going to grab that and then do more reading. But I'm going to quickly make my tripod and my ring light all up, so it's all sorted, and then depending how long that takes, I might read a bit before tea. If not, I'll definitely read after tea. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do until I end this vlog later on. But yeah, we're having a really good, successful day. But I'm not going to lie, I'm getting a bit tired now, and my back hurts all. And you saw, I got my smartwatch on. It's really, really cool. I love it. I actually really like it with the strap on. I feel like it looks better, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm really glad that it's done, sorted, I can use it. And yeah, let's just get on making my tripod and try and do it really quickly so I can use this half an hour to read before my takeaway comes. Hi my loves, so it's been a few hours since I spoke to you. I haven't done any reading. I've read 2 more chapters and that is it. The reason behind that is literally because I'm on chapter 12, page 74, and the reason why I haven't done any reading is I read 2 chapters and then Alice spoke to her. She's very homesick, so it was sort of trying to reassure her and all of that. And then I was quickly just tidying up the last little bits that I left in my room, just like my boxes and that needed to go in recycling. And as I was sorting all that out to do just that, my mum WhatsApped me, even though she's only downstairs, but she WhatsApped me to say that they're going to put the new James Bond movie, No Time to Die. Do I want to watch it? If not, they'll watch it without me. So I was like, yeah, since I've watched all the movies, I really like them. Do I understand them? No, but I enjoy them nevertheless. So my dad got some, I don't know, I think he got a voucher or money off or something like that, and so he wanted to use it to basically get No Time to Die. So in the end we got to watch it for free because of the money off my dad had. So it took us like a good 15 minutes to try and get the flippin' thing to work. Finally we did, and then so we put it on just after 8:30. We literally just finished it about 20-25 minutes ago. Really good. I cried. If you've watched it, you'll probably know where I cried. I'm actually shocked that I haven't got black panda eyes, to be honest, because I did sob a bit. I'm hormonal because I'm on my lady month, so that didn't help. But yeah, I didn't read because we watched that. And I'm going to finish this vlog because it's only going to be a day vlog, it isn't anything else, and it's nearly midnight. So yeah, I kind of a bit annoyed because I wanted to try and get quite a big chunk of this done today. My plan was to start and possibly finish it, purely because tomorrow I'm doing a separate reading vlog because it's part of a series I'm doing. I was originally planning to do this not last weekend but the weekend before, because it was meant to be Alice's weekend at Dad's, but obviously COVID and we both were poorly, so that didn't happen. So I'm doing it this weekend because it's my last weekend of the month. So I can't carry on reading this because I need to read a different book for that vlog series. So the plan is I have one more day in January, I think. I'm sure January is till the 31st, which is Monday. I'm going to have to double check. But if that's the case, then on Monday I am literally going to binge read the rest of this. So yeah, annoyingly I didn't get to at least read a chunk of this book, but it doesn't always need to be reading, and No Time to Die was a really, really good film, so you know. So yeah, I'm going to end this vlog. I really enjoyed doing this. Like, it's not a lot of content like other people do, but it's me. That's how much I can show. And yeah, hopefully I might be able to do some more of these if I've got things to show. But there won't be loads of them because, like I said, I don't do much to document. But yeah, thank you for spending the day with me. I am now going to put my pyjamas on, take my makeup off. I'm going to watch a little bit of booktube and then go to sleep. And I'm going to keep my smartwatch on because it actually documents your sleep. And I want to see what my sleep is like because sometimes I feel like I've slept really well and other times I feel like I've slept horrendously. So it'd be interesting to see what my sleep pattern's like. But anyway, I will see you all again shortly because I'll be doing another vlog. So you'll probably see this vlog and then you'll probably see another vlog. But yeah, thank you for spending the day with me and I'll see you soon. Bye!